The Confessions of Saint Augustine, Book 1, Chapter 14. Why then did I hate the Greek classics, which have the like tales? For Homer also curiously wove the like fictions, and is most sweetly villain. Yet was he bitter to my boyish taste. And so I suppose would Virgil to be to Grecian children, when forced to learn him as I was Homer. Difficulty, in truth, the difficulty of a foreign tongue, dashed as it were with gall on the sweetness of Grecian fable. For not one word of it did I understand, and to make me understand I was urged vehemently with cruel threats and punishments. Time was also as an infant, I knew no Latin, but this I learnt without fear or suffering, by mere observation, amid the caresses of my nursery and jests of friends, smiling and sportively encouraging me. This I learnt without any pressure of punishment to urge me on, for my heart urged me to give birth to its conceptions, which I could only do by learning words, not of those who taught, but of those who talked with me, in whose ears also I gave birth to the thoughts, whatever I conceived. No doubt, then, that a free curiosity has more force in our learning these things than a frightful enforcement. Only this enforcement restrains the rovings of that freedom. Through your laws, O my God, your laws from the master's cane to the martyr's trials, being able to temper for us a wholesome better, recalling us to yourself from that deadly pleasure which lures us on from you. Chapter 15. Hear, Lord, my prayer. Let not my soul faint under your discipline, nor let me faint in confessing unto you all your mercies, whereby you have drawn me out of all my most evil ways, that you might become a delight to me above all the allurements which I once pursued, that I may most entirely love you and clasp your hand with all my affections, and you may yet rescue me from every temptation, even unto the end. For lo, O Lord, my King and my God, for your service be whatever useful thing my childhood learned, for your service that I speak, write, read, reckon. For you did grant me your discipline while I was learning vanities, and my sin of delighting in those vanities you have forgiven. In them indeed I learnt many a useful word, but these may as well be learnt in things not vain, and that is the safe path for the steps of youth. Chapter 16. But woe is who torrent of human custom, who shall stand against you? How long shall you not be dried up? How long whirl the sons of Eve into that huge and hideous ocean, which even they scarcely overpass who climb the cross? Did not I read in you of love of Jove, the thunderer, and the adulterer? Both doubtless he could not be, but so the faint thunder might countenance and pander to real adultery. And now which of our gaunt masters lends a sober ear to one who, from their own school, cries out, "These were Homer's fictions, transferring things human to the gods, would he had brought down things divine to us? Yet more truly had he said, these are indeed his fictions, but attributing a divine nature to wicked men, that crimes might be no longer crimes, and whoso commits them might seem to imitate not abandoned men, but the celestial gods. And yet, you hellish torrent, into you are cast the sons of men with rich rewards, for compassing such learning, and a great solemnity is made of it, when this is going on in the forum, within sight of laws appointing a salary beside the scholar's payments, and you lashes your rocks and walls. When words are learnt, hence eloquence, most necessary to gain your ends or maintain opinions, as if we should have never known such words as golden shower, lap, beguile, temples of the heavens, or others in that passage, unless Terence had brought a lewd youth upon the stage, setting up Jupiter as his example of seduction. Viewing a picture where the tale was drawn of Jove's descending in a golden shower to Danae's lap a woman to beguile, and then mark how he excites himself to lust as by celestial authority. And what God? Great Jove, who shakes heaven's highest temples with his thunder, and I, poor mortal man, not do the same? I did it, and with all my heart I did it. Not one whit more easily are the words learnt for all this vileness, but by their means the vileness is committed with less shame. Not that I blame the words being, as it were, choice and precious vessels, but that wine of error which is drunk to us in them by intoxicated teachers, and if we too drink not, we are beaten, and have no sober judge to whom we may appeal. Yet, O my God, in whose presence I now without hurt may remember this, all this unhappily I learnt willingly, with great delight, and for this was pronounced a hopeful boy.